Now the next organelle is rhizome. Now what are rhizomes? They are the dense spherical granular particles which occur freely in the matrix or remain attached to the surface of the ER. So ER is the endoplasm, so it attached to that membrane. Now what are the functions of the ribosome? So they help in synthesis of the protein. The only one function is there, that is synthesis of the protein. So they are the sites of the protein synthesis, and hence it is also called the protein factories or the engine of the cell, because it helps in formation of the protein which is necessary for our cell to work. Now the next topic we will start. The last cell organelle is called centrosome. Now centrosome is only present in the animal cell, not in the plant cell. If it is present in the plant cell, so the name is different, that is called the polar caps. It has a main function, that is division of the cells. It helps in the division of the cells, because if the cell divides, then only the body will grow. So it have only the main function, that is the division of the cell. So cell can grow rapidly by this. Now the next topic is our cell cycle. Now next, what is the need of the new cell? Why we want the new cells? Why we want the replications of the cell? Because for one first is, that is growth. The first part is, that is need for the new cells, needs for new cell, but formation of the new cell. That first one is, that is growth. If the cell division does not take place, then our body will not grow, our body organs will not grow. Then other is for replacement. Some cell have to replace also, because they get older also. If we have some older thing, we replace that now, we want new things. So in our body, when our body functions, so some cell have to be replaced, because it can damage our body also, or other cells or tissue also. Then for repair, like we have a cuts, we have a wounds, or we have a cut. So if we have a cut, after 2-3 minutes or 5 minutes, the blood stop there, and we have a clot there. So there the cell replicate itself and repair the cutted part or the wounded part. Then other need is for reproduction. If cell does not divide, so reproduction can't take place, because when male gamete and the female gamete mix together, so the reproduction occurs. So these are the needs for the new cell. Now we have a new cell, so we have a cell division also. So our next topic is, that is called cell division. Now cell division are of two types, that is called mitosis and meiosis. Now cell division is divided into the two parts, that is called mitosis and meiosis. In mitosis means thread referring to the chromatin material. So in meiosis, what happened? The reduction division producing the gametes. So meiosis occurs during the reproduction, or it is also called the sex cells also. So in meiosis, the reduction division producing the gametes. So gametes are present in the male and the female, or maybe in the different animals also, for helping in reproduction. So now mitosis have the different phases. So mitosis have the different phases, that is called 5 phases. I will tell you only the names, because in your ninth class the further description is not given. So what are the phases? The first phase is called prophase. The first phase is called prophase. Next is called metaphase. The third one is called anaphase. The fourth one is called telophase. And the last, that is called the cytokinesis. Now what is the significance of the mitosis? What is the significance of? So I told you the needs of the cell. So the main significance is for repair, for growth, for reproduction, for asexual reproductions. So replacement also. Now we don't have the phases in the meiosis. So only I will tell you the significance. What are the significance of the meiosis? So chromosome number is halved. So we have a chromosome that is 43 number of chromosome. In pair we say 23. So the maternal and the parental chromosomes are separating in this. I will explain you the chromosomes also. Now what is chromosome? It is a thread-like structure which is found in the nucleus, which is present in the middle part of the cell. So it contains the hereditary information in the form of the genes. So chromosomes are composed of DNA and protein. So in human beings, it is 43 in number. But in pairs we have 23 pairs. That is 22 plus 1. So these chromosomes are different in male and female. So the last one, that is the 22 are present in both male and female, but the last chromosome, that is 1, that is called the 6th chromosome. That is in male. In male it is XY. In female it is XX. So these are the chromosomes which help which is having the hereditary material and which help in transferring this hereditary material from one generation to the another generation. Now the next and the last topic is plant and animal cell. Now I will tell you the differentiation between the plant cell and in animal cell, because in 8th class you have studied you have studied about the plant cell and animal. So I will tell you the differentiation between the plant cell and animal cell. Now the difference between the plant cell and the animal cell. This is our last topic. Now plant cell, we have studied about the organelles, so we can easily now divide. We can give the differentiation between the plant cell and the animal cell. Now in the plant cell we have the cell wall. Cell wall is present, but in animal cell it is absent. Now in plant cell we have a vacuole but single point. But in animal cell we have a dense, or we don't have a vacuole. If it is present, it is very small and Now it is very small inside. Now nucleus. Now nucleus in plant cell, the nucleus lies on one side. In plant cell, it lies nucleus lies nucleus lies where? On one side. On one side. Why? Because we have a large number of vacuole, so the space is not there, so we have the nucleus in the one side. But in the animal size, it lies in the center of the cell. In the center of the cell. Now the Golgi apparatus is also present, but in plant cell the name is different. That is called dictosomes. But in animal cell, the main name that is called Golgi apparatus. Now in plant cell we don't have, in plant cell we have the plastid. We have the plastid. So plastid is present. But in animal cell we don't have the plastid. So it is absent in this. Now these are the some plant differentiation between the plant cell and the animal cells. Now this chapter is completed. If you have any problem in this chapter, if you don't understand any topic of this chapter, I can send you that video.